that spotty shower since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And right off the bat, Mills looking to throw it. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Mills on first down. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down throw for Mills. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Second down, Cook. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Right side, and he finds Gray. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
To throw, it's Lance. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Ultra. Go ultra.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Bill's throw complete to Reagor. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, here's Mills. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to move back in front. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, 3.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Ready, set.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And Thomas has it. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. They still can't get it. They're trying for Reagor, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Come on, set. Yellow, go.
Here's Lance. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, it's Mills. And his throw here's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mills. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. A give to Cook out of the gun. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second down, Mills again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Lance. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
A final shot before half for Lance. Able to find Gray here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Mills throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mills now.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Lance, he'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Yellow, blue,
And Lance again going to keep it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
10 cycles. Check smash. Ready.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And now they'll throw with Lance.
He'll find Goodwin here on the right side.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Let's go now. Practice. 6. Ready.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Strike. Strike. Hey, red.
It's Eckler again. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing now is Lance. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go. Hey, full series. Ready, ready.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Trey Lance,
his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Commanders put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Our first down throw for Mills. Delivers the pass to Reagor on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mills. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mills to throw it. That is caught by Thielen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. That's to his running back, complete. A nice little juke. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The Lance now to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
On the double. Red, yellow. Yellow, blue. Blue striker.
Here's Lance.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Washington.
Danny Gray with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mills looking to throw it.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Completes this to Jefferson.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Cook now off the read option.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and
1. Mills back to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Excellent come from behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both